Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope everyone's having a cactus powered day. Now today I'm going to be repotting my Myrtillocactus geometrizans, commonly known as the Booby Cactus, for I think the obvious reasons here. An amazing and very unique and wacky looking cactus. Now I've already made a care video on how to care for and grow the Booby Cactus, and if you're new to this cactus and want to know a little bit more about it, including the care and how to grow it, then do check out the video I've already made on how to care for and grow Myrtillocactus geometricans, commonly known as the Booby Cactus. I'll link that video up above and down below, and I've also made a blog on how to care for this cactus also as well, so check out my blog on my website desertplantsofavalon.com, and I'll link the article down below in the video description as well for a more detailed version as well on how to grow and care for this wacky cactus. So here we go. I've got quite a bigger pot. I normally only go a few sizes up, but this one is desperate. As you can see, it's desperate for a repot, and it's quite shriveled there. I water it and it literally dries within a couple of hours, so I know that this has long been in need of a repot, and I'm looking forward to doing that today, sharing it with you in this video. So I'll put a bit of soil already at the bottom, next size up, and I've made a cactus mix up here. And what I do when it comes to cactus soil, it really depends on the individual type of cactus. Some of them, especially the ones with the tap roots like Ariocarpus and some of the Lophophoras and some of the Mexican cacti, and the ones that can be a bit rot prone, I'd often use a bit of pumice and a bit of lava rock, as well as grit and sand and all the extras. But with this type of cactus, this is quite a thirsty type of cactus. I've used a mix, a well-draining soil. I've made it myself of loam, L-O-A-M. In this case, I'm using John Innes No. 2 brand mix, and I've used also extra sharp horticultural sand and some pumice at 3 equal parts. But when it comes to cactus soil, as long as it's well drained, you can use whichever type of soil you like that dries out quickly and also is very free draining as well. And if you want to know how to make a basic cactus and succulent soil, which is similar to what I've made here, I've made a video on how to make cactus and succulent soil in 3 easy steps. Do check that out. I'll link that video up above and down below in the video description. And also, if you want to know how to repot a cactus in general, I've made a video showing 2 examples, one tall one and one bowel cactus. Do check that video out as well. I'll also link that up above and down below in the video description. So just get that out the way so you know there's a little bit of care. So this is just a bit of a video vlog of me repotting this fella. Oh, should I say this female? So here we go, guys. As I say, I put a bit of soil at the bottom. Going to get this out of the pot now and check over the root system. Now, put the label on there. Myrtillocactus geometrizans, cultivar Fukurokuryuzinboku. Don't ask me to pronounce that. And then when it comes to, this is a very easy cactus because it's not really spiny, so I can handle this. But I always mention as well that if you're handling very spiny cacti, then you need to protect your hands. I personally find gloves a waste of time because the spines go straight through them. I prefer to either use newspaper wrap around the cactus and my hands, or pieces of cardboard. But as I say, this is a very easy cactus to handle. I don't need to worry, but I want to mention it is important to protect your hands if you're repotting any other type of cactus. And then loosening this up here, this should come out fairly easy. As I say, it's well due for a repot. I've got so many cacti I need to repot, and it's sort of a little bit late in the year for me to do this, but I always prefer to repot spring, summer, or the early fall. But it's just been so busy that I haven't had a chance to really get repotting that much until now. So loosen it up, turn this round. It's probably coming out like a sandcastle. Very easy. Now when it comes to checking the root system, obviously you want to make sure that there's no signs of things like vine weevils and root mealybugs. Root mealybugs would always leave like white woolly deposits, usually at the bottom where the roots are. As in this case, it looks pretty good. I don't like to disturb the roots as such, but when it's quite compact, as you can see here, it is very, very root bound. So what I'm going to recommend here is to very gently tease out some of the roots. A bit difficult when it's really compacted. I don't want to cause too much damage to the roots. Whenever I repot cacti as well, I always like to leave them dry and watered for at least a week to 10 days. And the reason why I do this is because, as you can see there, roots come away. Personally, in my experience, it's impossible, in my experience anyway, to repot a cactus, especially when you're having to loosen up the root ball, without doing some root disturbance. And when you go to pot it up and just refuse to water straight away, the broken roots that have come away can cause rot, and I wouldn't recommend watering straight away. But I know some of you may disagree, but as I say, whatever suits, but I wouldn't recommend it. And gently loosen in there. It's good to loosen up the soil. No signs of vine weevils. Vine weevils you can usually see because they're like, you don't see the vine weevils themselves, you see the grubs, and they often love to hide in pots, as do other type of insects. But this is pretty good. So loosening up this here. As I say, I want to do as little damage as possible to this. Now, because it's so compact at the bottom here, I'm not quite sure what to do. I don't want to do too much damage to this. I might just leave it as it is. The soil I've used on here is the same soil I'm going to be potting it up with, almost identical as well. I think I've just used grit instead of pumice, but in this case I think I'm just going to place it in because it's that solidly root bound that if I was to gently tease this away, I'm going to do more harm, I think, than good. But I've loosened it up a lot around here, so it's going to acclimatise into the new soil pretty easy. So I think that's enough. And now, as I say, there we go. To show you the soil I've got underneath, potting that in here. And what I'm going to be doing then is putting some of the soil all around the edge here. You want to make sure that when you put soil in, you get through all of the edges. And obviously when you, as I mentioned about not watering, you want to make sure that the soil that you're using is also dry, because as you can see I've had to loosen up a lot of the roots around the sides, and if I was to use wet soil it's going to take a while for it to dry out. That also can cause rot as well, so that's why I like to use dry soil and also not water for about a week to 10 days, just to help the roots to acclimatise into the new soil, and any damaged roots to heal themselves and repair too. And it really does also depend on your climate. I mean, I'm here in Ireland, in Northern Ireland, and you know, it's pretty damp and cool even in the summer. We've had an amazing, very warm summer compared to usual, so the soil plant to probably recover quite quickly. But really also depends on the conditions when it comes to watering. But as a general rule of thumb, wait a week to 10 days. And then that's it, putting it all around. Gently tap the sides so the soil goes down all down the sides as well. And press in. And the reason why I haven't put this up higher up in the pot is because, as you can see, this is quite a larger size pot up compared to the normal, and I don't want to put too much soil in the bottom there and lift it up, because there'll be a lot of soil there, and too much soil can also cause rot. So just a bit in the bottom to acclimatise into its new pot. That's it. Gently press down so the plant's nice and firm in the pot without pressing on too much to damage the roots. And now I'm going to top dress with a bit of pumice. Here's the pumice. You can top dress with anything you like, but I like to use a bit of pumice because it's nice, a nice white. Just finishes the plant off nice. There we go. And the little label as well. Tra-la! Yay! That's it potted up. And as I say, I won't be watering this now for about 10 days. And then it's going to love its new little pot here. And thank you so much for watching, guys. As I say, if you want to know more about how to care and grow this rather wacky, unique looking cactus, then do check out the video I made on how to care for and grow the Booby Cactus. Links up above, as I mentioned, and down below in the video description. And for lots more tips and tricks on how you can care for and grow cacti and succulents, then please do subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon. And for more growing tips on how to care for and grow cacti and succulents, as well as regular blogs, do check out my website, desertplantsofAvalon.com. I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness and tons of funky, wacky cactus power from across the Emerald Isle. And until my next video, bye. Bye.